Yo, it's Charlie Masheen, the CWTFB radio, man. I'm over here at DOD, Do Over Don't, Purple World, man. I grew up on Purple Haze, Cameron type shit. Now we on Purple World, man. Let's get it, baby. This is CWTFB. 186 episodes that we done dropped. I was drunk 186 episodes.
That's going to be the intro audio clip right there. That's where we're going to start this right now.
Let's go.
What's good, Do Over Don't? Purple World, I think it's episode 73. Yeah, it's episode 73. Today we got a man of controversy, the voice of the city, podcast owner, Mr. Charlie Masheen. What's good?
What's the word, my boy?
What's going on, yo? How's everything been today? We already had this interview planned for like a week or two.
Yes, sir.
And first thing like 2 hours after we're texting about it, you sent me that fucking article.
Yeah.
Do you guys do the trying not to swear the first 10 minutes of the podcast for monetization or no?
Nah.
Yeah, because I try to do it and I break it every single time.
That's a thing?
So if you swear in the first 10 minutes of a YouTube video, YouTube automatically shows your videos to less people. That's why if you watch like No Jumper and shit, they'll blur the swears out for the first 10 minutes.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, I always suck with it, but I try to do it, and every single time I screw up in the first 2 minutes.
Say less. Now that I know that,
yeah,
that's the cheat code.
It's some algorithm thing, bro.
All right, say no more. I'm going to get on it. I'm going to get on it.
It's hard to, especially you. You got a mouth on you.
Yeah, you know what I mean? I talk a lot. You know what I mean?
Bro. But before we get into that post that I was talking about, just the breakdown of every episode. I know a lot of people watching this, you guys probably already know who Charlie is, but just for the people who don't know, just a breakdown of what you do, what you're about, what you've done.
I'm Charlie Masheen. I've been in music for a while. I used to rap under the moniker of Young Chiz. This was 10 plus years ago.
Damn.
Early 20s, teens. I took a break from the music. I didn't want to do music anymore. It became monotonous. It was really tough at the time that we was doing music. This is before 12 for 12, right? And then when that happened, there was 12 artists who were kind of like the chosen ones, right? And I wasn't a part of that 12, right? Damn. So I took that as a wake-up call, where it was just more like, you know what, fuck it, maybe I'm not doing enough and things of that nature. Stop doing music. Started doing other things, but felt there was a void. Years later, I started a podcast called Parlor, right?
Oh, there was one before CW?
Yeah, it was when me and my man, we started another podcast. We only dropped 3 episodes, right? Damn. Didn't really go far, but the episodes we did drop, it was all audio, no visuals. Crazy traction, right? Yeah. So we looking at the numbers. Things happened. We didn't continue. Literally a year later, January 2020, I started CWTFB Radio. Because I just wanted to contribute to the music scene out here, man. Like, I feel like I've seen so many different, ages and flips of what this music is doing out here. I love hip-hop. I love my city. So let's do something, man. And here we are, man. 186 episodes later. Here we are.
Have you guys missed a week yet?
No, we've missed weeks. The first year, 2020, I missed 2 weeks.
Damn.
But there was legitimate reasons. I got married.
Yeah.
And my son was born. Yeah. Right? right. Like, legitimate reasons. Yeah. 2021, I don't think we missed an episode at all. God damn. 2021. 2022, we might have missed 1 episode, and this year we missed 1 episode as well. But whatever, bro. We got lives. I'm a father of 2. I'm a husband. I got other shit going on besides the podcast and my day job. So I'll be busy, bro. Yeah. Things happen. You know what I mean?
How do you balance all of it? Because I know we were talking a little bit about you just being busy, working all the time. You're trying to do the podcast. You got a whole ass family at home.
Communication and planning. Like my wife and I, we have a calendar on the refrigerator. Damn. And literally I put things on there. Like she knows every other Tuesday. That's the testing lab. I'm supposed to be at the testing lab. I'm still coming.
I'm sorry, no more.
I'm a little late. He knows, but you know what I mean? Whatever. I'm going to still be there. Every other Tuesday is the testing lab. Every Thursday is a podcast. If I have other paid gigs that I have to be at or whatever the case may be, or what we put everything on the fucking calendar, right? So she allows me the freedom to do what I do creatively. And she holds down the fort, bro. She holds down the kids. And in return, I just gotta be a man of, what I say I'm gonna do and take care of everything. You know what I'm saying? And it's prioritizing shit, bro. Real shit. Cause I got a job that pays me really well, but that's not my dream. You know what I'm saying? But like, I want to do other shit. I love hip hop. I love what the scene is becoming, especially with like platforms like this, Do Over Don't. What we did. It's lit. You got Bad for the Community. You got all these other platforms
so many now
that are doing shit, different conversations, but everything is fire. So why wouldn't I want to contribute to that, right? And so, here we are, man.
I got to give you your flowers because you admitting that music wasn't for you and trying to find another avenue throughout it, bro. So many people, you just see it over and over again where they don't get to that step.
Right.
And figuring it out with themselves, because it's like you could do whatever. If you want to do music and you try out the artist shit first, you could go whatever route. You could be a producer, songwriter, podcaster. There's so much different shit. You could be one of those random pages, don't even show your face and post shit. But
I know a few.
Yeah, bro. Right. But a lot of people literally, they just won't be honest with themselves and be like, yo, you know what? Maybe this music shit isn't for me, and try something different. So salute to you for that. But just the whole concept of coming up with CW and stuff. I know you said it started 2020, but how'd you go about just forming it up as a brand? Did you have like a concrete vision?
Well, the brand was a brand before.
Oh, it was?
So CWTFB was those 5 letters. Like, so when we was doing our thing, that's when YMCMB was like really like coming up, when Tyga and fucking, who's the little nigga, like the little protege that Lil Wayne had, Chucky and the other nigga, and whatever, it don't fucking matter, but either way. Because YMCMB was a thing, we was like, fuck it, CWTFB. So C-Dub was the production company. My man Grizzly, shout out my man Grizzly, Concealed Weapons Productions. Damn. And TFB was my crew, the Firm Boys. So together we was CWTFB.
Damn.
We all went our separate ways musically. Grizzly's doing other things now, Family Man, things of that nature. So I said, fuck it. If I'm going to do something and I want it to be me, and I wanted to be wholeheartedly me and what I represent, we was running around with CWTFB t-shirts, fucking selling merch, doing all that shit back then. So I was like, let's bring the essence back, CWTFB radio. But now let's wrap it up into something that is current and something that can be sold with anything. Choose what the future brings, right? So
dope ass name, by the way.
I appreciate it, man. I came up with that shit in 2014, 2015 maybe. Damn. When I was a part of a network marketing company, and that was the name of my team. Damn. Right? So I never let go of the brand. The brand never died. It just got flipped into other shit. So I wanted it to be with me and Cash from the beginning. He didn't see the vision. He didn't want to do it with niggas. So it took me a whole year of doing it by myself. And then obviously within that time, I had brought Bells on. And then 2021, Cash became like a staple on the podcast.
Damn.
Yeah.
Bro, you talking about being yourself and just wanting to do a platform. I've heard you referred to as the Charlemagne / Joe Budden of Boston many times. I've heard it from a couple different people. I think the Charlemagne came from, first person I heard say it was Casso. Casso was like, because it was the day of the, what was it? I forget. Oh, he was telling me to watch your Vast-Jan interview. That's what it was. He was telling me to watch your Vast.
Yo, me and Vast is cool now, man. Yeah. We good. We had a little chit chat. And the thing is, I told him, like, bro, I'm never going to be a fan of your music until you drop some shit that I like. And he did drop some shit recently that I actually, it was like some Spanish shit. Like some Spanish cat had him on a record. And I think it was the beat and his accent that kind of like complemented each other, where I was just more like, okay, this might work for dude. You know what I mean? So I was like, all right, I ain't gonna front. I like this one. But that's one song out of I don't know how many, right? But he's not a bad person. He's not a bad dude.
Nah, he's a good dude. Like, he's a good dude personality.
And that was the thing, right? I saying fuck you to a guy is like, all right, at the end of the day, you still a man, right? So you gonna feel away. And now you feel like you gotta clap back. But don't clap back when you don't, you know what I mean? Like, you're not like that. You know what I'm saying? So But in there's certain ways you can clap back. But again, I just didn't want it to be this weird tension with Vass and the brand. Like, it's like, yo, look, don't bring up Vass around me expecting me to just shit on the kid. Because I don't want to shit on him. I just don't like his music. But I think he's a good person. I think he's a good businessman. He understands the concept of what he's doing very highly. And I don't want to see him fail. I just didn't want to hear him rap. You know what I mean? So, like, that whole Charlemagne shit, like, here's the thing with Charlemagne and you know, Joe Budden, right? Joe Budden, I think the only similar thing with me and Joe Budden is the voice and that we both used to rap, right? And also with Charlemagne is that Charlemagne's not scared to just ask hard questions and just put shit out there. I think everybody in hip-hop should be held accountable. It don't matter who you are. If you're going to put yourself out there and you know, you want to be an artist and you want to be this person, this public figure and things of that nature, there's people that's going to call you out. And I don't mind being that person because I feel like a lot of people be tiptoeing around hard conversations and I'm just not willing to do that. So if that's what it is, then, yeah, I mean, fuck it. You know what I mean? I guess I am that.
Bro. Getting into that, because I was going to bring up the controversy shit, but when you called me a Saxon, I was heated for a minute.
Yo, bro, you look white, nigga.
I know.
What you want me to say, bro? I'm sorry. You know what I mean? You look Saxon. So you're Cape Verdean.
Yeah.
All right.
I'm a bunch of different shit. I'm Cape Verdean, Lebanese. I got family in Honduras.
All right, so Lebanese, that's Saxon right there. You know what I mean? So, you know what I mean? So, like, but that's, and, you know, there's somebody who, you know, recently told me, like, yo, it don't matter what your ethnicity is, your race is what you look like. And I agree to an extent, right? So my apologies for that. You know what I'm saying?
You're good.
But, you know what I mean? You can't knock a nigga for looking at shit.
Nah, I know, bro. I've been confused my whole life. That's why I was so tight, because I was like, damn, I'm talking to this dude the day before about a podcast, and then he called me a Saxon the next day.
I thought you was white, bro. Like, what you
nah, you good.
I call Millie's a Saxon. I was on the phone with him today. That's my guy, bro. Like, it is what it is.
Bro.
You know what I mean? And, like, that's the thing, right? So, like, there was a whole situation where my job got, you know, put onto some shit that I was going through media-wise.
Damn.
And they seen some clips about me talking shit about white people, calling them Saxons and shit like that, which called for it. And I'm not going to get into it, but it called for it. And dude was like, oh, that's derogatory. I was like, derogatory? Like, you mean the word Anglo-Saxon is derogatory? Like, I'm just not saying Anglo. I'm saying Saxon. So is English not a wow, I'm drawing a blank. Germanic language? Is it not? That's the history of Anglo-Saxon. So I don't want to bore niggas with shit like that, but, you know, I know what the fuck I be talking about. When I say Saxons, it is what it is. I don't mean no shit by it. It's just another word. It sounds spicier than just saying a white person. It sounds better. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I mean? Fuck it. You know what I mean?
Bro. The only reason I was bringing that up, because before the controversy, I was going to say, I was one of those people, I was like, fuck Charlie. I was pissed off for a minute. I was heated, but I had a conversation. Shout out Miles Carter. And I don't know why you've been...
Miles.
Bro, I saw a tweet from him. I don't know why he's been... I think what was it? Something about him getting hate after he did a podcast with us or some shit? I don't know what happened, but whatever with that, I'm sorry. But he changed my perspective completely, because the way you were talking about just needing somebody to call out people and shit like that.
Right.
We sat in here 2 separate times for like 30, 45 minutes talking about it.
Right.
And he's like, bro, we need a voice in the city like that. And honestly, after sitting down talking with him, I completely agree, because lately I've been at a stage in my life where I just realized honesty fixes everything, because it's way better to just keep back, especially lying to people. Like now, the way I've been looking at life lately is if I'm not completely honest with you, I'm lying to you.
Right.
And I don't fuck with that shit.
Right.
So I've just been trying to be 100% transparent. But that's something about you that I feel like people misinterpret a lot. You're just being real as fuck, because even the way you were talking a little bit before you got on right now and just at the beginning, you're being yourself, which if you were to sit there, walk on eggshells and shit, not talk about certain shit, you're not being yourself. Like fucking, I don't know. But that whole shit with the whole petition to cancel CW.
Yo.
Bro.
I love that shit.
Dude.
I love the fact that they even think that shit's going to work. Like, how do you cancel a podcast?
Bro.
How? You dummies.
Who makes a petition for cancel culture? That's what I don't get.
I want to see the petition. I really want to sign that shit. I want to sign it. Yeah, cancel these niggas on dead dogs. Because what is that going to do? Because every Monday we're still going to drop another episode. And then Wednesday you're going to see the visual. If there's a freestyles, drop it on Monday as well. This shit don't stop. I seen motherfuckers on live talking about, oh yeah, I'm going to hit up Shane to cancel him as well. Shane's the owner of the Sound Lab, 211, right? Oh yeah, I'm going to hit him up too and give him the fuck are you talking about? You niggas don't have no reach. You don't have no influence. I don't give a fuck how strongly you feel against what I'm saying or what I'm talking about, bro. Like, I don't give a fuck. Niggas ain't stopping shit. Straight up. Because we do this week in and week out. And honestly, if we didn't do it week in and week out, nobody would take to us, right? I think the consistency in showing people that hard work is not frowned upon and not getting paid for something for a while is not frowned upon will show people, yo, really put work in, like put money and effort into your craft. So that's why I'm not willing to co-sign anything. So when I do speak out on that and motherfuckers feel a way about it, that's what happens, right? They get upset. You got these grown-ass men in their feelings and shit. Cool. Fuck it, nigga, let's go. Let's talk about it. Not on my platform because I don't want to fucking talk to you for a whole fucking hour. But let's talk about it. Since you want to bitch and moan about it, what's up? So, I don't know. How do you feel about shit like that? Like, you know what I mean?
Bro.
Cancel culture.
I fucking hate it. Like, literally, I sent it in the group chat today, and I'm like, I get people having their... I think I even texted it to you. I get people having their opinions. You could hate motherfuckers all that you want, but cancel culture in general, bro, is just so ridiculous because, okay... Even if you didn't do no crazy shit to the point where it's like fucking, you got some crazy ass allegations coming out that you deserve it for.
I ain't shoot no bitch in the foot.
Like,
I ain't slapped nobody's grandma.
There's certain
I ain't do nothing to no kids. I ain't robbed nobody. I ain't hurt nobody. I ain't do nothing. These are just words.
That's what I mean, bro.
Motherfuckers are sensitive. It's words.
And what I gotta say too about if you go on your show specifically, you know what you're getting into if you watch episodes.
Facts.
Bro. You know, like, me watching the Young Cartel shit, bro. I didn't even know who Young Cartel was until I saw the 1090, because I'm a loyal 1090 Jake fan.
Okay.
Since he started.
Shout out to Jake, man.
Bro, shout out.
Jake.
You are on my list of people I need to get on this.
Shout out to 1090 Jake.
Bro, salute to him. But
that white boy's all right with me, man. One of my favorite Saxons, you heard?
Bro.
Shout out to 1090. I wish I had my gunshots. You know what I mean?
Shout out to 1090 Jake, bro. But I saw that video and I saw the whole Young Cartel shit. And then I went back and I watched your video. And I was like, if this dude, knowing how you are, went on that podcast willingly and you knew all of that shit, it was kind of obvious, bro.
I mean, look, I don't want to spend too much time on Dog because we did that, but
that's just a specific example.
He knew what he was getting himself into. It's just like the Vaz shit, right? When Vaz came on the show. And again, no disrespect to Dog, but like, what did you think was going to happen? Like, yeah, it's like motherfuckers put themselves in these situations and it's like, all right, well, I didn't fuck with your music prior to this. Now I'm just willing to say everything that I didn't say to you in your face now, right?
What's good, y'all? Thank y'all for tuning in to Purple World. Just a reminder, we got a fresh studio over here. If you guys want to book a studio session, our rates start at $50 an hour with an engineer, $25 an hour with no engineer. Rates do vary depending on which engineer you choose. You can book a session by heading over to the Book Now button in our Instagram bio and book through Square. You can shoot us a DM to figure out what time slot you want, as well as which engineer you want to work with. As a test to see who our loyal viewers are and see who's really rocking with us, if you made it through this whole ad, you could head over to our Square website and you could put code POD10 and that's going to give you 10% off your session. One time use though, you are not able to use that again, so use it wisely. Back to the episode. Also, don't forget to subscribe.
You shouldn't get flack for being honest. There's a thin line between honesty and disrespect. I understand that, right? And sometimes I do get disrespectful. When I do, I own up to my shit, right? Apologies in hip hop is not like a big thing, right? I apologize to Vaz. That's probably the only person I've ever apologized to. I ain't apologizing to nobody else though, because this is just real honesty. This is all transparency. So I think motherfuckers need to just take accountability for their actions. Accountability is one thing that's lacking in small markets, and you see it a lot. It's running rampant in Boston, man. Motherfuckers don't want to take accountability for their bullshit. I own my shit. That's the difference. I don't give a fuck. Like, all right, cool. You don't like me for said whatever reason. I'm sorry you feel that way. But guess what? Tomorrow I'm going to wake up the same person.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Bro, it's just so stupid. That whole petition shit in specific, bro, is just so crazy. The thing I meant to say about cancel culture, too. You're literally trying to take down something that somebody worked for years for in the situations that it is some crazy shit for one mistake 9 times out of 10. Obviously, there's some crazy shit, but...
My thing is like, who are these niggas? Who is Hip Hop New England? You know these niggas?
I don't know who they are.
You know these niggas? Cameraman don't know these niggas.
Did they make the petition?
Bro, I'm pretty sure it was them. Or it might have been some pussy-ass niggas behind it trying to instigate some shit. I wouldn't be surprised if it was the Asian kid. You know, that Kung Pao bitch.
Hey, don't
but,
be...
you know what I mean?
No out of disrespect on
Look,
this
that's
part.
your mans. That's not my mans.
Disrespect on this
I mean,
part.
his coon-ass fucking co-host.
Hey,
he said he's gonna put paws on me, man. So that's... Good luck. Good luck.
Jesus
That's
Christ.
crazy. Like, it's crazy to me because when you call people out for their bullshit, so you're going to tell me Sleazy's behavior is not coonish behavior?
I fuck with Sleaze.
That's not coonish behavior, though. That's not coonish behavior?
I don't think so.
You don't know? What is coonish behavior to you, then?
I don't even know. I don't even know.
Because you literally got this half white, half Asian kid making racist ass jokes, and you literally co-signing this shit.
Here's my perspective.
He got the black people. He's want to make money off the back of blacks, and I'm here to give him credibility. That's funny.
I don't really see it like that. Honestly, the way that I see it is what they're doing is just so different from everyone else. Like, we don't have a straight up comedian person.
It's not funny though.
I don't know. Some of the shit, I be finding some of this shit funny.
I don't know, bro.
I don't know.
I'm like really on this black shit, so like that shit'll never be funny to me.
Think about like fucking the way comedians were back in the day though, like some Dave Chappelle shit, the way they would make
Dave
fun of
Chappelle
other
would never
races.
do that though.
He would make fun of other races.
Yeah, but he would never be the victim of his own bullshit, and that's what Sleaze is doing. Coon shit.
I feel like the way that they see it and the way that I see it personally, like I said, is on some just fucking, they're trying to do some shit that we just aren't used to type shit.
Yeah, it was better when dude wasn't on it. Adam should have just kept doing this shit by himself, in my opinion.
I don't know. I fuck with Sleaze, but also I've spent time around him personally. I don't know if you have, so
I don't need to.
He's not like that, but I don't know. Shout out to Adam and Sleaze. We'll switch topics.
He said that. That's his platform.
I feel bad fucking sitting there hearing this right now, so that's why I would say I'm gonna turn the page real quick. But fucking just overall, how is your guest reactions 9 times out of 10 in those moments when you say some wreck shit? Because obviously you could see it in the video, but also,
I mean, honestly, I'm not even the wreck. It's Cash.
Actually, no, Cash is more wreck. You're pretty wrecked sometimes too. Though.
I mean, yeah,
Cash
like you know what I mean,
wrecked.
like you know, I got my moments where I go off on tangents and I go on rants and shit like that. But like, you gotta really say something to like really get me worked up.
Cash is a shit talker.
But Cash has these one-liners that are just killer, bro. Like his one-liners is fucking crazy, and like the motherfucker be like dead asleep the whole episode, and he'll just come out the cut and say some wild wreck shit. You know what I mean? I think again at this point, most people kind of expect shit. You know what I mean? They kind of know what it is. They kind of know what kind of field we playing from and things of that nature. So I don't think a lot of motherfuckers get like surprised by it. I think they like expect it. They just don't know when it's gonna happen. You know what I mean? Yeah. So you know, it's like, you know, I just like to say shit that people are thinking, but they don't want to say out loud because it might make them look crazy. But it's like, fuck it, let's talk about it. Yeah. If I'm not disrespecting you and we having a conversation, fuck it.
Nothing bad about it.
Let's put it out there. You know what I mean?
Good job though, asking the fucking honest shit and the shit that most people wouldn't ask. Because some of the shit, I don't know, like the Young Cartel shit. I don't know if I would have the balls to fucking do some shit like that. Being straight.
The comments on YouTube are crazy, man. That's the shit that got me dying, man. But I got a question for y'all, man. Right? So the younger crowd, right? So like y'all, you know, we're a decade apart in age. You know, when it comes to singling people out. I feel like y'all are scared to do so. Like it's like this all-inclusive kumbaya, everybody's accepted type shit.
I wouldn't even say it like that. I would feel like everybody is more supportive, but they lack a lot of honesty. Like, people won't sit there and be like, oh, the people in my circle will do that shit, but people won't sit there and be like, oh, you need to work on this, you need to work on that. I see a lot of people that just let shit fly by with people that aren't in their immediate circle, and that's one thing I feel like needs to change. But I feel like everyone's just a lot more embracing. Like, bro, I be finding out about the most random events, people, genres of music I didn't even know were popping.
Right.
And everybody just be mad embracive. Like, that's one thing that fucking everybody always talks about, the hateful Boston mindset. And I saw it when I was coming into shit at the beginning. And I definitely know that it still is a thing to an extent.
Right.
But I feel like the young motherfuckers, bro, we just be fucking, if you do some cool shit, you could just be starting out. We're just like, all right, come do some shit. And then if they fail that test, I feel like that's when people start to stray away. Is like if they don't actually take initiative type shit. But if you're someone that you see someone doing, even if they don't have the best music, they don't got the best brand, if they're just doing something and you see them actively, like, all right, for 3-6 months, they've been doing shit nonstop, people just will fuck with each other type shit.
I'm okay with that. But I'm not going to champion somebody who has no catalog or resume.
Yeah, that's the shit.
I'm not going to throw it up for somebody who's like, all right, let's see the work. Like, okay, you might have been making good music for 6 months, right? But what have you done with it, right? Yeah. Like, your friends heard it. I might have came across it because one of your friends put me on to it or whatever the case may be, but this is a very small proximity. I always look at things from the big picture. In our early days, CWTFB, like, yeah, I was talking to people who, whatever, like, because I didn't really have a choice. It's really about, like, all right, well, what do we do next? What's next? What's next? What's next? So as we grow, like, do we want to just keep doing that and just kind of like patting people on the back and saying like, yeah, cool, you can come along too. But then you look a half a year, maybe a year later, and that same person you told to come along is not doing a damn thing. Yeah. You just got to tell, like, I feel like what the younger generation is scared to say is just like, yo, bro, like, show some consistency. Show like.
Oh no, I be saying that to people.
That's fucking like do some shit.
That's what I was getting at. With
you know what I mean?
Shit.
Like, I don't need to tell you what to do to perfect yourself and all that because I don't know the answers, bro. Like, if I knew the answers, nigga, I would have been a fucking A-list rapper right now. You understand what I'm saying? I don't know the answers. I'm not Jordan Lucas. I'm not Millie's. I'm not BM. I'm not Cousin Sis. I'm not all these dudes who getting national and international notoriety. I'm not none of those guys because I failed at that. But what I will tell you is I've learned from what their successes are, and I've seen it because I was there for that. I literally lived through their era, bro. And I've seen the beginnings of their eras, and I'm seeing the fruits of their labor right now. So for me to look at that and see how they succeeded, and then I'm seeing tendencies of certain people, and they're like, all right, well, why are you not paying attention to me? Are you paying attention to you? You know what I'm saying? Like, do you even believe in yourself the way you say you do? Because you're not showing it. You know what I mean? So I feel like that's one of the things that the younger generation doesn't talk about. Like, it's just more like, yo, yeah, he's cool. He's cool. Being cool is not everything, bro. It's like, who do you want to take with you? Like, where are we going with this? Do you want to, like, do over don't? I love this concept.
Thank you.
Like, the fact that y'all got the purple joint, the pink joint with the girls, that's fire to me. You know what I mean? Like, y'all, like, the aesthetic in here is fire. Like, I didn't know what the fuck to expect. Like, you know what I mean? Like, walking into it. Seeing it on video and being here in person is different. This is really dope. So, this right here, y'all got the studio here. Y'all been here 2.5 years, some shit?
Yeah.
Bro, come on, man. Y'all doing something right. It's okay to separate yourselves from motherfuckers who just want to come along for the ride and just attach themselves to motherfuckers. It's because like, oh, they doing ill shit, so I'm ill too. No, the fuck you ain't. You ain't did a damn thing, bro. You can't even carry my bags. And that's the energy that I want to bring to a lot of motherfuckers because it's like, look, it's okay if you don't have a talent. What do you bring to the table? And that's all I'm saying.
I 100% agree, bro. I 100% agree. We've been talking about shit like that past like 8 episodes. That's been a theme of mad of the episodes, bro. It's just about people not doing shit. Like that's what I was saying when I'm saying I'll give anyone a chance for the most part. If I have to fuck with your music at first or see some shit in you, like you were saying. But if I try to do some shit with you and I just don't see ambition and I don't know who the fuck you were before, it's clip after that.
Yeah, you're just gonna take their money. Like, come to the studio, man. Like, pay for the studio time. Not even like, no,
you could book a studio and I'll help you in that way. But I'm saying I'm not gonna sit there and go do a whole ass rollout with you, plan all your marketing, do all of this crazy shit just because you fucking dropped one song and think you deserve for me to do that shit.
Right.
Do you get that? What were you gonna say? My bad.
No, go ahead.
I was gonna say, do you get mad people hitting you up like, yo, what do I do with my music? Blah blah blah. Or you just get, bro, the fucking no profile picture, or the like fucking 100 follower motherfuckers that just dropped a song. And they're like, yo, bro, I need an interview. All that shit.
You know what I get is the yo,
bro. What have I been fucking talking about? Just yo, or dude, or bro,
or the let's work. On what, nigga? Like the fuck we gonna work on? Like I'm not a music manager. I'm not a stylist. I'm not an agent. I'm not there's a lot of things that I'm not. What I am is a podcaster. And I highlight artists who are doing shit within my scene. That's it. Like, that's literally it. So I don't think motherfuckers understand that shit. It's like, yo, what's up? Nigga, what's up, nigga? What the fuck? Like, who are you? Introduce yourself. Conversation is everything. Like, I'll have a conversation with anybody. Like, I'm in sales, bro. So I'm not opposed to that. We could talk about whatever. But as far as like getting you on the platform and shit like that, I'm reaching up, bro. Like, if I didn't hear about you, chances are, unless I'm utterly impressed by your catalog and what you've been able to put together, it's probably not gonna happen. You know what I mean? Like, exactly. Unless you blowing me away, like, what's the kid's name? Kamari.
Where did I hear about him?
R&B kid.
Does he record it? Oh no, this is a different Kamari.
Kamari, he's signed to RCA.
Damn.
He's from Boston at some. I don't know if he's from Boston or if he went to school out here, but he dropped a project. What's the project called?
I saw you react to it recently.
Visions of a Brief Nirvana.
I saw you.
By Kamari, man. Dog is incredible. Like, I mean, incredible. You know, gives me like a more soulful Frank Ocean vibe. That's the type of shit, like, the fact that he's even signed, like, and we've never heard of him. Obviously, we don't really focus on R&B like that, so that doesn't surprise me. But Dog is fire, right? And it doesn't, like, I can count on one hand how many times I found out about an artist that showed up on the podcast that I never heard of before.
Third DMing you.
Not even DMing me, just us stumbling across his name. One Shot Ace, he's one of them. Damn. Like, my old co-host Chanel, she saw his advertisement on like Warren Street in Roxbury.
Damn.
She took a picture of him. She's like, "Who's this guy?" I was like, "I don't know. The album's out. Let's listen to it." And we was like, "Yo, what the fuck? This shit's crazy." So, you know what I mean? Like, that type shit like that. And come to find out, a lot of his OGs are like OGs I've known for years.
Damn.
You know what I mean?
Small
so like,
world.
Yo, it's a small city, bro. And not everybody is going to advertise the same way. They're not going to market the same way and things of that nature. So I did love that, you know, we can organically find out about people that we really wholeheartedly enjoy to hear. So my thing is just more like, come correct, bro. Like, you know what I mean? Like, not everything is going to be an organic feel like that. Like, we happen to stumble across them and things of that nature. So if you're going to reach out to motherfuckers on platforms, you know, it doesn't even have to be me. Like, I'm not talking about just CWTFB Radio. Your platform, you know, any platform, bro. Like, come correct, bro. Like, you want these people to give you an hour or more of their time. What do you have to bring to the table? I think that's the common theme. What do you bring to the table, bro? You know what I'm saying? Like, why should motherfuckers even care about you? What are you doing? Motherfuckers gotta look in the mirror, bro.
How do you recommend for people to properly approach platforms, videographers? Because they don't do it with just us. They do it with the videographers, producers, engineers, other artists, and then they wonder why nobody answers them.
I think, for one, they should preferably do emails. Start off with an introduction. Send some of their work. Talk about, what their vision is for this connection, this link, this relationship, whatever you want to call it, and their budget. I don't charge people to come on the podcast, but you got other creatives like producers, engineers, things of that nature. Yeah, talk about your budget, because people are going to react to all of that put together. Because if you send them some music, okay, cool, it's an attachment. You can click on the attachment, listen to it real quick. That first 15 seconds of the record is going to let you know what you want to hear. Period. And then the budget says it all. What's your budget? Because I know a lot of engineers, producers, artists, they might not care for somebody's music, but if they budget right, we can work with you. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
And I think motherfuckers don't have that. I think social media killed that conversational skill of just introducing yourself to somebody. Like, even like I see it with my kid, my daughter, like she's 7. Like we'll be at a park or a kids party or some shit like that. And she's like, I want to go play with that girl. I'm like, okay, go introduce yourself to her. She's like, what do I say? Tell her your name. Say hi. Okay? Like literally saying yo or let's work or what's up or what is your name, nigga? Who are you? What the fuck do you do? Start with that. That shit is dead. Like, niggas, come on, man. Like yo, let's work. I literally told somebody this today. I was like, I don't know if I like your shit yet. Why the fuck would I work with you? Who are you? What have you done? Send me some of your, you know what I mean? Like, it's simple shit. Like, it's just English, nigga. Use that shit. We speak that shit. We all speak English. Use that shit. So it's small things go a long way. And I think people should pay attention to that.
Bro, people don't realize. If you send messages saying yo, which it came up on the Grunge podcast and the Hollow one that's about to come out tomorrow. I think it came up on Clark too. But don't fucking do that if you watch this podcast, bro.
Yo, shout out Clark D, man. That kid's incredible, man.
Salute to Clark, bro.
I love Clark D, man.
Dude, that project.
Whole shit, no whole shit.
Bro, that project was so fire. And, bro, that is probably my favorite. That and the Untitled Export episode, I'd say, are probably my 2 favorite ones.
Yeah?
So far, yeah.
I haven't heard the Clark D, new album yet, but it's on my playlist.
It's fire.
I'm ready. I'm definitely going to give it a spin.
Oh, it's fire. That motherfucker is very smart. Very smart.
Clark is not just very smart. He's very talented. He's very articulate.
Dude.
The guy, like, I see him going very, very far, man. God, you know what I mean? He's strategic, too. Like, meeting Clark when he was a little boy. I used to manage a T-Mobile store.
Damn.
He used to come in there with his mom on High Park Ave. Yeah.
God damn.
And then having him on my podcast in 2020, that's when I realized who he was. I'm like, oh, shit. You was a fucking kid. Like, you know what I mean? Like, so, and seeing him now, he's a grown man. He's fucking fire. And not only is he ill within his own right, he's helping other motherfuckers do shit too. So that's what it's all about, bro. Reach one, teach one, man. You fucking you got the sauce, you got the knowledge, and you got the talent. Help another motherfucker do the same shit.
He preached about that whole shit, bro. Because he was going off. He's like, everybody wants handouts in Massachusetts. He's like, here's what you don't realize. There's no Drake here that he could just fucking put you on a song. And then he broke down, I think he said a Brent Faiyaz song. He's like, Brent Faiyaz did a song with this artist. That dude, because of that one song, literally got royalties that he could live off of for like 5-10 years type shit. He's like,
right.
There's nobody that could do that in Massachusetts right now.
Not yet.
Yeah, but Clark was basically saying, he's like, I want to be that motherfucker.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
And I believe it, bro. Shout out to Clark, bro.
Yeah, shout out to my brother, man.
How we were just talking about people reaching out, I gotta ask you this. Has anyone ever offered to pay you for a fucking interview? Because
all the time.
Bro, motherfuckers be doing that shit to me all the time. And I'm like, dude, I've had someone offer me over a band for a podcast before.
All the time.
No. Yeah.
I don't think people understand that, like, that's not what talks to me. Oh, I get money. Like, I'm not worried about bread. Like, whatever. like that's, and I know some platforms do charge for interviews. Damn. And they're willing to do that. I'm just not that platform. I hope you'll never be that platform.
I won't, bro. I won't. Only way I'm doing that is if somebody gives me enough money to buy like a fucking car. Like, if I could get like, if someone offers me like fucking 10 bands or above,
that's a solid down payment right there. Yeah, a little something used, my little everyday jaunt. You know what I'm saying?
Somebody does some shit like that. Shit, maybe. Bro, all them motherfuckers. I don't think you realize, bro. Every single person, even if they're all right, if you hit me up on some shit offering to pay, you just ruin the whole shit, bro. You ruin the whole shit.
You know, some people think money can buy their way to respect.
So many people think that.
You know what I'm saying? And money don't equate shit. Like, when you really go off of the whole concept of talent over everything, don't swing no money my way, bro. Like, acting like it's going to sway me, nigga. I'm not that guy. You know what I mean? So, like, I really want to see people do well. Like, you know what I'm saying? And you giving me $1,000 off of one rip to talk to you and act like I'm interested in you for a whole hour is bullshit. Because guess what? I'm going to take your money and I'm not going to act like I'm interested in you. Now you're going to come up here for nothing. And you're going to be mad and you're going to want your money back.
Especially
guess what? You're not going to get your money back.
If you did that with a motherfucker, you would definitely just shit on them.
I would mention it. Like, yo, you paid me to be here, man. What was you expecting? Bro. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I don't get it, bro.
Like, what did you think was going to happen here? But, you know, like, the whole paying the artists, and I don't know if a lot of artists know this. Artists don't get paid to be on interviews. Nor should they pay to be on interviews. Bro. So when artists tell me like, yo, you can't even afford me, because somebody's told me that before. Somebody who was upset about something that had nothing to do with. Damn. And I'm like, motherfuckers pay you for interviews? That's crazy. I was like, it'll never be me.
The only story I've ever heard of someone getting paid for an interview is Adam22 paying Dame Dash because Dame Dash said he needs to pay for his haircut if he goes on. That is literally the only time I ever heard of that shit.
You shouldn't pay anybody to be on your platform. If you have to pay somebody to be on your platform, that means they genuinely don't want to be there. Period.
Straight up.
So if you don't genuinely want to be on CWTFB radio, then it's not going to happen. I got to work a little harder for you to genuinely want to be on the platform. And if you don't like me, you don't like Cash, or whatever the case may be, you don't want to be on the platform, I'm okay with that too.
Don't come on the platform.
Then don't come on the platform. It's literally that simple. Simple concept, bro. Because how the fuck am I supposed to promote you for a whole week and you want me to pay you? That's crazy. Where they do that at? Yeah, bro. I'm paying you to promote you? That's fucking insane.
That's even crazier when artists ask that, bro. I had somebody that was begging me for an interview, and then fucking a couple weeks, Ryan's probably laughing right now because he knows the story. I had someone that was begging me for an interview, dog. Like, I'm not going to say the specifics of the situation, but...
Nah, say the specifics, man. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it.
They waited. They had a session. They waited here just to talk to me about the interview.
Yeah.
I was like, I'm down. Like, a week goes by. I'm like, yo, I had a cancellation. I want to do it. Motherfucker goes, how much does it pay? Ain't no answer after that. I'm like, bro, you waited at the studio like 30 minutes for me to get there just to ask me that? And introduce
yourself? Good for you, bro. Good for you.
Like, bro,
no bullshit. I would have been like, yo, you seen that big exit sign that said red? That's how much you paid. Get the fuck out of here. Bro, what are you talking about?
That shit was crazy. I don't understand the thought process that be going through some of these artists' head, bro.
Yeah.
Like, I do not understand it. But how do you guys filter out? Obviously, you said you base it off talent for the most part and shit. But how do you filter out? Because I assume you guys, we got mad people that always be hitting us up. I'm sure you got the same exact shit. What's the determination of, all right, this is the episode we're shooting. This is the one we're shooting after that?
Well, we book out in advance. We book we book at least 3 weeks in advance at a time, right? So we already kind of have an idea. And we do most of the reaching out. You know, unless it's somebody that we know that we've been meaning to reach out to, and they just happen to reach out first. Yeah. It's sometimes the stars align like that. So we don't like to. I used to book out like months in advance.
Goddamn.
And
people forget about it.
No, but the ill thing about it is that motherfuckers will get their word. Like, yeah, here and there, like motherfuckers will be like, oh damn, like I totally forgot. But like that was very far in between. Damn. Surprisingly enough, people would keep their words and things of that nature.
That's fine.
But you know, I like to keep it fresh. You know, because like sometimes you might believe in somebody right now, and again, we spoke about it earlier, and it's like, damn, he ain't did shit since the last time that like. You know what I mean? Like, I was excited about him.
Bro, I've had that happen to me mad times. Motherfuckers come on, they hit me up, yo, I got this project dropping, da-da-da-da-da. I'm like, all right, word. Like, you got shit going on for a while. Project no drop for 6 months to a year. And then they're like, yo, can we do another podcast? My project actually dropped. I'm like, bro.
So that's what we kind of, I don't know if you've noticed, but that's kind of what we've leaned towards now.
Is lining up with
unless it's somebody that we know for a fact is going to, like Exit Fame. We interviewed him a few weeks back. We know Exit Fame's gonna drop when he says he's gonna drop. I'm not gonna see that nigga's gonna drop. All right, like there's no fucking doubt in my mind. Like when he says he's gonna drop, May God Be With You Part 4 on this date, August 4th. What happened? August 4th, he dropped that shit. And it's fire. Right? That's like those are the one-offs where it's like, okay, yeah, we'll interview you a little before because we don't like to interview the same artist more than once a year.
I don't like to do the same shit.
Right.
Either.
So we interviewed him last year, and I'm like, all right, whatever, fuck it. He's due. Let's do it. He kept his word. But what we leaned towards to, because we got burnt by that, oh, yeah, I'm dropping on X day. Shit never drops. Yep. The fuck we doing right now?
I feel your pain with that.
You know what I mean? So, like, it's like, all right, nah, go ahead, drop the project, and then we'll talk. You know what I mean? So drop the project, then we can rate it. And then we'll talk about it. You know what I'm saying? So it's a conversation, man. Like it's you know, you got to think about what a podcast looks like. A lot of people don't they misconstrue what a podcast is. What am I supposed to talk to you about for a whole hour?
I know, bro. People don't understand. People be so eager, bro. It always be the motherfuckers that be spamming you. You watch them grow, and then you finally give them a chance, and then they get on. And they have like it's just you talking 90% of the time.
Motherfuckers be like, you ask them a question. Yes.
Bro, I hate the one-word answers, bro.
No.
The one-word answers be
maybe.
Dude.
I don't know.
And then you're like, we're 7 minutes in and I'm supposed to deal with another hour of this shit, bro. Like, motherfuckers, bro, if you're going to reach out to a platform, like he's saying, have a fucking reason. Either have some shit coming out, you got a product you want to promote. I think Clark talked about this too. It's like, bro, you just gotta fucking have something where you were talking about bringing something to the table. But yeah, motherfuckers will come on and want to talk so bad, and then they sit there fucking mute, bro.
It's crazy. It's you know, you got somebody who, you know, they claim to be the end all be all when it comes to this, right? I'm gonna put Boston on the map. I'm gonna do this and I'm gonna do this and that and whatever. Like, yeah, whatever, nigga. Cool. I stopped believing in that. And that's what we are with it. Like, I don't, you know, and Cash is a way more harsh critic than I am. Like, you got to talk to Cash because Cash don't fucking play that shit. He'll be like, yo, Chiz, why are you even giving this motherfucker a chance? I don't know half the times. Like, when it be people that but we haven't done that in a while. Like, we haven't just given somebody a chance, right? You know what I mean? It has to be something that we wholeheartedly believe in at this point.
That's when you get the better episodes too.
Oh yeah, because when we're excited about it, and they're equally as excited about it, the conversation just flows. Literally, like we don't even gotta ask questions after time. Motherfuckers just be ready to talk,
bro. Like that's how the grunge pod I just did and the fucking Clark pod, both of them just carried that.
Well,
shit.
Clark always got a lot to say, man.
Grunge though was talking mad, bro. Grunge, shout out Grunge. That episode's coming out next week.
That's dope.
Episode before yours.
That's dope.
But yeah, bro. People underestimate how hard it is to fucking carry an episode with somebody that is not fucking answering shit, bro. Word. That shit is underrated how hard that shit is.
So how long y'all been doing this podcast for?
Technically, the podcast, like, 3.5 years, but we did the shit you were talking about. It was like 1 episode 1 month, another episode 2 months.
Okay, so y'all wasn't consistent.
Yeah, I got consistent. Once we opened, I got consistent for a good period. And then my dumb ass fucking, after I did my Kendrick Bourne interview, I got a Porsche before the car I got now. And I just fucked around all summer. I turned 21, bro. I turned 21. I had an interview come out with a Patriots player. And I was just like, yo, I took like a 3-4 month break from it. But ever since, September last year? Yeah, ever since September last year, I haven't missed a beat.
All right, yeah, because I've been seeing y'all dropping, man. Y'all been...
Appreciate it, bro.
How do y'all go about picking your artists?
Bro, no bullshit. I'll go off it based on who I personally want to get on. Another thing I like to get is just fucking veterans, like grunge, for instance, bro. Right. It worked out. A lot of the times it's been working out. Like I got one, me and Latrell are trying to figure out a date. Latrell, I wanted to get one in Mad Long. Hit him up, dropping a project. Clark, hit him up, dropping a project. Grunge, hit him up, dropping a project. I'm like, what the fuck, bro? So that I've kind of been trying to go the project route.
Right.
But I've also just been trying to get people the way you were talking about, people I've been meaning to do for a while type shit.
Right.
And then I've just happened to hit them up and it just coincides that they're dropping some shit.
Right.
But also too, just we be having like grunge, bro. I've been getting recommended for like 2 years. Clark, I've been getting recommended for like 2 years. So it's also just the recommendations, people I personally want to see on. And then also too, those occasional people, how I'm talking about people DMing. If somebody's been DMing me for a year or two and I initially am like, nah, and then they keep DMing me and eventually I see, all right, they got consistent music videos for a couple months. I got this. I'll give them a chance type shit.
Okay.
Like shout out, bro, Manny, bro. Shout out to fucking Trill Manny. This dude was watching.
Yeah, shout out Trill Manny,
bro,
man.
Trill Manny is the fucking, bro, that dude, I'm telling you, out of the younger generation, I have a feeling he's going to be the fucking biggest. That dude got such a good head on his shoulder. I'm rooting for that motherfucker.
Oh, so but I see he's aligning himself with Adam and shit, so it's a bad look for him. You know what I mean?
Bro,
he need to get up out of there, man.
He's an everything man. That motherfucker just...
He need to do some everything with black people. I don't know about that shit. That shit's weird.
Bro, shout out...
I mean, you giving this fucking Saxon Asian fucking clout. I ain't with that.
He's trying to expand his fucking...
Nah, fuck all of that, man. Stay close to us, man.
Come
home, boy. Come home, my boy. Don't do that shit.
Bro. Fucking, what I was saying before, though, shout out to Manny, because this dude literally for like a year straight watched the podcast, loyal, commenting, messaging about this, that, the third. I feel like a dickhead. I didn't see this dude's messages for like 6 to 9 months. Eventually, I check it out. I'm seeing the consistency. And then he pulled up when we did our album camp. He pulled up and seeing his workflow. This motherfucker, what, he bang out 7 songs in 2 days or some shit? 7 songs in like a couple hours within 2 days. And I was like, bro, I got to get this motherfucker on. And I got him that way. That's another thing. I go off just people's vibes in person. Energy. Type shit. Bro, energy is everything. Like, if I meet someone at a show and they're like, yo, I watch a podcast, blah, 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 I could just get a vibe of what their bop is like.
Right.
That's when I start fucking with motherfuckers. I'll be like, yo, get on. Or the occasional fucking, I'm sure you have this, people that you're aware of, you've been watching them on social media for mad long. Like, I ain't see you at a show. I ain't see you nowhere. And I just want to fucking sit down with you. That's how I'd be filtering.
I mean, I want to see the work. Yeah. I want to see you doing shows, whether it's your show or a show. Like,
some shit.
Like, do you know how to rock a crowd? Like, do you know how to engage with people? Like, do you know how to mix and mingle? Do you know how to work a room? You know what I'm saying? Like, that's why I always say, like, I don't want to be the guy to have somebody on the pod for the first. Oh, I had him first. Okay. You had him at his worst. Yeah. That's the way I look at it. It's like, let me see the development. You know what I mean? Like, I want to see, and that's what I mean. Like, I don't want it to be this kumbaya shit. Like, I want to paint an accurate picture of what's actually going on out here. Like, what I look like talking to somebody who's never rocked a crowd? They don't even know what that feels like. That's the best part of being an artist, in my opinion, is getting everybody engaged with you, even if they've never heard your music before, but getting them locked into you. And I see that in a lot of people, like the Clark D's, the C4s, Maystar.
Shout out C4. I gotta get.
I mean, like, you know, you got us too. I've never had C4 on the platform.
Really?
I don't know why.
I had C4. I was talking about Mason.
Oh, I don't know why. I don't know why. It just never worked out like that.
Oh, you should do it. You know, shout out C4. That was another good ass episode, bro. That was an underrated episode.
You know what I mean? Like, what are we doing with that? You know, you got the good music and things of that nature, and there's different types of music, right? I like the street shit, right? Like, I love the hood shit. Like, that's our bread and butter.
What would you say your favorite street artist is right now?
In Boston?
Recent one, yeah. Recent one and one of the veterans, if any of the veterans.
My favorite street art. That's hard because most of my favorites are street.
I'm talking about a new one though. Like since they started around the time you started CW and you've seen their growth type shit.
I mean, bro, the guy who really surprised me the most, man, One Shot Ace. One Shot Ace got it, bro. Like the guy got it. He got it. Like his team is doing the right things. He's putting himself in the right rooms and the right conversations. One Shot Ace, I gotta talk to him, and I gotta talk about the whole Feed the Family camp, man. Like I gotta talk about them. You know what I mean? Like I gotta talk about Dunny. Dunny's my era of rapper. You know what I mean? Dunny was Done Deal before he was Done Dilly. You know what I mean? There was a whole situation with the name, and then he switched it. You know what I'm saying? And then Bodie Rock is incredible, bro.
I want him, bro. His energy. He tried to have me charge. I talked about it on the pod. He tried to have me pay.
Come on, Bodie.
Come on, bro. I was like, damn. And then I talked to Rico. Rico, I got to send you, because I've said it in like 2 podcasts, and I haven't sent you the clip when his name came up. Rico was like, yeah, I got you. I'm going to make it happen. Rico, it still hasn't happened. I need you to help them. But,
come on, Bodie.
Bro, what they're doing is fucking dope, though. It's like old school
Sheikh Hanif.
Shit. Bro. Wait, who's that? I'm not hip.
Sheikh Hanif, he's part of Feed the Family.
He is? I don't know why I've heard of Dunn, and then I've been listening to boys.
Sheikh Hanif is incredible,
damn,
bro.
I haven't even listened to a show
so
like that.
So Dunny speaks real highly on, what he speaks real highly on. Hanif is a poet. Like, he's literally like a poet with this shit. Hanif did a 10-year bid.
Damn.
Yeah, came back, hit the ground running. Bodie Rock is, Dunny's man's. Top Hooter, he used to go by P89. Again, my era of rapper. Them niggas is incredible. And then you have everybody who's around them. Like the Ricos, like the Caves, like the Leah Nicoles, like the Slick Bays. You know what I mean? Like all that shit. That whole circle is crazy, bro. You know what I mean? So like, you definitely got to talk about those guys. And then if we're talking about them as a group, obviously, 8-Zip got it, man. 8-Zip got it. And last but not least, my brother, 100 Round Cotto.
I gotta get him. He actually hit me up recently to get on one.
100 Round Cotto. 100 Round Cotto's story is crazy. That's my.
I can't wait to get him on.
That's my brother for real. Real deal. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Real deal. Like, you know what I mean? Like, so if we're talking about like, those 4 pillars right there, I could listen to those guys on shuffle. I wouldn't even turn this shit off. Like, there's nothing else to listen to, bro. Yeah. That's my type of music, but that's me being who I am. You know what I mean? And there's a lot of other shit that's going on. I don't want to limit it to just that, but, if you ask Charlie, like, all right, well, what do you want to listen to on a day-to-day? You give me those, the whole Feed the Family camp. You know what I mean? 8-Zip, One Shot Ace, 100 Round Cotto. I'll be okay.
Bro, what about what's your opinion on all the younger artists? Like people like Key, Van Buren, like the not as street music. Like the hype.
Van Buren street-esque. Right?
Yeah, that's what I was. That's why I was VB. I said not as street. Like they got it implemented, but it's not the core of the music. They be talking about just all sorts of shit, bro.
I love VB. I don't know if you've seen that episode when I had like 4 of them on there at once.
Yeah, like Meech and shit. Meech and everyone was there.
Then I had Meech, and then we had Luke. And then we had Giles way before that, Singled Out.
I didn't even know you guys had one with Giles.
Yeah, this is like early shit, 2020.
Bro, that's when we did one with all of them back then.
Getting all of them in one room is like incredible.
I was about to fly out to LA to do a podcast with them
you know what I mean?
And I was like, you know what? Knowing their schedule, I'm not going to do this because I'm feeling it's going to fall through. Because trying to get all of them in one place is impossible. Bro.
Yeah, I mean, getting all of them in one room is, I don't know how many of them rap, but a 13-man collective, the fuck, right? You know what I'm saying? Right? Yeah, so, I love, the guys like VB. I love Key. I throw it up for her.
She's so good at performing, dog.
You see, but like those guys, like, you know, people like that, like they have those street essences to them because of who they've been around and things of that nature and where they grew up at and things of that nature. Like these niggas from Brockton, Key's from Dorchester, I believe. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I know her older brother and things of that nature. So like, you know what I mean? They're gonna have that street drawl to them. Like that's inevitable. Like it's not you're not gonna not hear it. It's gonna hear that aggressive, grungy, you know what I mean, like that raw shit. But it doesn't have to be that. Yeah. Because they can take it on a whole nother creative level, super creative, and that's what I love about them too. Because if you look at my taste in music it varies, bro. I'll go from listening to Frank Ocean's gay ass, right? On Dead Dogs, and I love his music. MF Doom, you know what I'm saying? Action Bronson.
Just jumping all over the place.
Fucking, yo, bro, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'll put on that old record with Punjabi MC and Jay-Z for no reason. Yeah. Just because I just wanted to listen to it. You know what I mean? Like, that's the type of shit. Mos Def, Talib Kweli. You got all these non-street people that I really throw it up for. Well, Ghostface is street, you know. You know what I mean? But that, you know what I mean? But you know what I mean, bro. It's not about street shit. Yes, that's what I prefer. But I what I do is I appreciate artistry. I appreciate, like, you know, storytelling. Storytelling's kind of like a lost art now.
It is, bro.
So when you hear it, you appreciate it.
That's one
like,
thing
wow.
we be good at shit at.
Oh my God, they're incredible.
Spectacular at that shit, bro.
I don't get that feel no more. Like Ghostface will give you a whole, like he'll map out the whole room that he's sitting in, that he's talking about, like, you know what I mean, project building, dirty sock on the radiator, some shit. Like, you know what I mean? Shit, and that's the first bar.
Literally,
you know what I'm saying? And you're like, damn, I know exactly where he's at, right? Like, you know what I mean?
They just painted in your head,
and you know what I'm saying? So, and that shit like that, I'm a rap nerd. That's what I call myself, because like I really get excited for shit like that.
I'm the same way, bro. Storytelling is the fucking best art. I literally was watching a video today, and I just spent mad time talking about it today. Just the fact that all the passion, bro. Before, like, fucking the video I was watching, they were talking about Brenda's Got a Baby. Like, people just don't make music like that anymore, bro. People just don't make shit like that, and it fucking sucks. But that's why the shit is so oversaturated with fucking purposeless. And then we get a Kendrick or something.
I'm gonna fuck you up. Newton Girl.
What's that?
You ever heard of Mouthy?
Yeah, I heard of Mouthy. I think Kobe's cousin's with it.
That's the song that made him hot. Mouthy had a little problem with me because I was making fun of his, like, you know what I mean? I do it for my center. Like that shit. I was making fun of his shit. We spoke about it. You know what I mean? But the fact that that was his first song that gave him mass appeal within mass, because I guess he went to Metco schools. Damn. And he told a story about Newton Girl. This girl, she was taking pills and blah, 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 blah. And he gave a real live story about what the fuck was going on at that time. That's incredible to me. That's dope. Because not only was he able to identify with the niggas who know some white bitches like that, but he was able to identify with the white people who knows a cousin or a sister or a daughter or a friend like that. And I was like, damn, that was powerful. So like, I love storytelling, bro. I think if you could tap into that as an artist and you can make a bop, you got it. It's endless. It's never ended for you at that point. You know what I mean? And that's why people like Drake. You know, his stories don't be in depth, but he will give you a good story. He will give you a good story.
He'd be low-key painting pictures.
Yeah.
Type shit.
Yeah, he will give you a good story, bro. Like an entertaining story. Literally, you know what I'm saying?
Bro, because you brought up Jay-Z, I got to ask you this. Anybody that's in the old hip-hop, I got to ask them. Nas or Jay-Z?
Nas.
Right answer.
Lyrically, I mean, like, come on, man. It's always been Nas. I mean, look, I'll tell you like this. I didn't listen to Reasonable Doubt until I was like maybe 15 years old.
Damn.
and it came out when I was 6. You know what I'm saying?
Where you were bumping Illmatic right when it dropped?
What? Like as soon as I realized what hip hop was, I instantly gravitated towards Nas, Biggie. You know what I'm saying? For whatever reason, you know, like early Jay-Z, you know, Reasonable Doubt, what was Volume 1?
I love Reasonable Doubt.
It's his best album besides American Gangster, in my opinion. You know, I wasn't, you know, even like that late 90s, early 2000s, Rockefeller Records era, I liked Beanie Siegel. I liked Memphis Bleak for what he did. Like, Memphis Bleak wasn't the best rapper.
Nas, Mobb Deep, all of them, whenever people try to have this debate.
But that's what I mean, bro. Like, it's Nas, nigga. The fuck you talking about, bro? It's like, duh.
I'll still stand by it, bro. I say it all the time. Illmatic is the best rap album of all time.
I don't know about that.
You don't think so?
I liked It Was Written. I liked It Was Written.
It was written. Bro, it's weird because my pops was a huge Nas fan, bro.
I loved It Was Written, bro.
He described to me, he was like, I'll go back and forth between Illmatic and It Was Written, and I do the exact same shit.
So you like New York State of Mind Part 1 better than Part 2? Really? Nah, bro. Part 2 was it.
I like
Part 2 was it. Affirmative Action was on. It Was Written. Nah, bro, like, come on, man.
Wait,
It Was Written was the album.
Am I tripping to the one, why can't I remember the name, where he describes the shit like my mind being a gun type shit?
I think that was It Was Written, bro.
I think it was on It Was Written.
Bro, I'm telling you, bro. Like, yeah, bro. Like, It Was Written was the album, bro. And then Stillmatic dropped, letting you know he still got it, right?
Either he shit on Jay-Z.
He made Jay-Z cry on radio, bro.
That shit
like nobody would ever, like, you know what I'm saying? He won. He won that battle. You know what I'm saying?
Shit, bro.
So yeah, it would always be Nas when it comes to New York rappers. Besides Biggie, obviously. Biggie's my favorite rapper of all time. And then Nas.
What would you say for favorite album of all time?
My favorite album of all time?
What do you think is the best one?
The best rap album of all time.
Curious what you got to say about this.
That's tough.
I'm a huge 90s New York dude.
That's tough. You talking about the best rap album?
Yeah.
Of all time, bro.
I'd say I fuck with Purple Tape heavy too, but I don't know if I'd say that's the best one.
What's that? ASAP?
Raekwon.
Oh,
Raekwon, Only Made for Cuban Links. Purple Tape.
Yeah, that was a good album. I wouldn't say it's the best rap.
Yeah, I wouldn't say
it's
the best, but that's one of my favorites.
That was a good album.
36 Chambers is fire, but
yeah, 36 Chambers. That's not fair because it was a group. So you have so many different minds pouring into one thing.
I feel like it's Illmatic, bro.
I don't know if it's Illmatic, bro.
I feel like it's Illmatic.
Damn.
I think what other ones there are, bro.
The best rap album of all time. I've never thought about it like that.
Never thought about it?
I've never thought about it like that.
Top 3 that you would say.
All right. It's purely my opinion. It's just like my go-to rap albums when I want to listen to like rap that I like. It would have to be Reasonable Doubt, Life After Death.
You like that more than Ready to Die?
Yeah.
Damn.
Because it just showed a little more versatility. It showed, he was willing to stretch his range. And the Pretty Tony album by Ghostface.
Damn.
I love that album. I could bump that shit.
Ghostface and Raekwon are the only 2 Wu-Tang members that I will sit there and just throw their fucking projects.
You gotta fuck with Method Man, bro.
Method Man I fuck with too, but I just never, I don't know why I didn't get into his shit as much. Raekwon is easily my favorite. Like Raekwon, bro.
Method Man always had the most mass appeal than all of them. Because bitches loved him. I mean, once bitches love you, it's a wrap. Yeah. Like on dogs, bro. Like, you know what I mean? Like once you get the women, it's a wrap. You know what I mean? So you don't really got to do much. I don't think he was a better rapper than Ghost and Ray, but because he was good enough and the women loved him, Oh, bro, it was open season for that nigga.
I just love Ray's slang, bro.
Oh, yeah.
His slang is
and he uses so many metaphors that half the time you don't even know what the fuck he's talking about.
God, bro.
Like, you be like, yo, hold up, run that back.
Yo,
like, you know what I'm saying?
Like, straight up, bro.
Yeah.
But that's the shit fucking I miss about music, bro. Wait, can I refrain this? I gotta piss so bad. Can I refrain this?
Do your thing, man. Do your thing.
A few moments later.
What I was about to say, bro. Fucking the way you were just talking about having to go back and listen to Raekwon songs. That's one thing with music, like VB, that people do it. VB,
yeah,
Boy and shit.
Yeah.
There's people that's the people that I'm listening to. Millies and shit.
Yeah.
Even Cal.
Yeah.
But, bro, that's such an element of music that motherfuckers sleep on. Because if you make some intricate ass shit that you actually got to sit there, even if you don't fuck with the song, you're just like, yo, what'd he say? And you got to keep going back and listening to it. There's so much music that don't just...
You know who does that? Cave.
Bro, he hit me up yesterday and I got to do one with him.
Cave does music like that where it's like, I might be listening to it for the fourth time and I'm like, hey, yo.
Damn, bro.
Right? Like, you know what I'm saying? So like, nah, Cave is like that. You know what I mean? I've known Cave since I was 12 years old.
God damn, bro.
Yeah.
God damn. I got to hit him up because fucking, I didn't even know who he was. And then Grunge was talking about him on the podcast. And I didn't know who he was. And then coincidentally, the day after I did the Grunge interview, I get a DM from somebody being like, yo, you guys need to get this person on, blah, blah, blah. He's down. I'm like, all right.
Cave is dope. Cave is fire.
Damn, that's fire as fuck. But there's so much music that doesn't have that shit, bro.
Yeah, and that's the surface level music. I mean, I don't think, and people don't want to hear that shit. It's called surface level, but like, let's be real. You know what I mean? Like that's just what it is. You know, and it might be good. It might sound good. It might feel good. You know what I mean? But like, just do whatever it is that you're good at. You know, but I think people need to get back to that. Like, they need to get back into that thinking music. You know what I mean? Like, make me think about what the fuck you talking about, bro. Like, I don't give a fuck how many ops you spend on. You know what I mean? Like, that shit sounds good a lot. But it's like, you gonna make 10 records like that on the same album? All right, cool. All right, good luck. You know what I'm saying?
I know exactly what
good luck. You know what I mean? Like, there's only a very small market for that, bro.
You talking about that. I want to ask you your opinion on this. People fucking self-incriminating themselves in their music. Like, obviously, people that are from the street shit, they're going to talk about that. But I'm talking about, we killed this person in the last 2 weeks at this location with this type of gun. Like, literally just straight up self-snitching type shit, bro.
I love to see it. I love to see how stupid niggas could get. Like, go ahead, dumb nigga. Go ahead. Yeah, indict yourself, my nigga. Because we gonna like it because we know what you're talking about. But then what am I supposed to say after that? Free you? You did it to yourself, nigga.
It's sad, bro.
You don't want to free you, nigga. Because you was free. And you just gave the whole drop on yourself. So, like, that's just dead, bro. Like, motherfuckers need to kill that shit. Like, stop doing that shit. That's why they hated 50. Because 50 would do that shit. But it wasn't about crimes that he did. That's why it was funny. Like, you know what I'm like, he was talking about shit that other niggas did. And it was like, hey, yo, what the fuck? Yeah. We don't even rap. Like, why you talking about us, right? Like, you know what I'm saying? So, it was a different element. But, like, yeah, it's stupid. It's dumb as fuck. Like, don't self-indict yourself, bro.
He pulled some shit up. He was telling me there's a list right now. Every drill rapper that has been popping in the past, popped up from New York in the past couple of years. I don't even think there are any. Literally, like, every single one is either in jail or dead right now.
That's sad.
And it's sad as fuck, bro.
Because New York's a big ass city.
It's sad as
fuck.
fuck.
So that's a lot of rappers.
Think about all the people you heard: Pop Smoke, Chef G, K Flock,
I love
Paulo.
Chef G, man.
There's
Polo G,
bro.
What's up with deep voice nigga? Not Hollow. Yeah, he's bagged too, right? Yeah. There's another one.
There's mad of them, bro. They all
another deep voice drill rapper, man. What the fuck the nigga name, man? He be I'm drawing a blank, but whatever. It's stupid. Like, especially in New York. They whole agenda is cracking. Like, they literally have hip hop police in New York. Like, there's like literally a hip hop
that shit.
Like squadron, nigga, for that shit.
That's what I mean.
So why the fuck would you do it to yourself?
It makes sense because I didn't even think about that. They announced that like a year or two ago?
Yeah.
Yeah, they announced that a year or two ago, and that's when it fucking happened. Everyone's been cleaned up, bro. You haven't seen I can't think of a single drill artist from New York right now that is out of jail.
Unless you're talking about the girls.
Yeah, true. True. Even some of them, I saw a video like 2 or 3 of them from New York got bagged up together. I forget what it was. I don't listen to them, but I saw that shit and I was like, bro, what the fuck going on? I want to ask you that though. Your opinion, obviously, fucking, because you came from a different era. You saw this whole music shit change. Mm-hmm. So obviously back then, motherfuckers was talking about the street shit, but it was way more intricate. It was talking about getting out. Right. And then you see now the shit I'm talking about. Oh, we caught 3 bodies last week. Like seeing that transition. How do you feel?
I think that should have stopped with Bobby. We should have learned from GS9. Mitch caught a body about a week ago. I'm pretty sure when Mitch heard that song, he's like, hey, yo, what the fuck? You know what I'm saying? And then that whole fleet got indicted. You know, we would talk about shit in music and we would say shit, but you know, we would say like, yeah, I'll do X, Y, and Z, but it's never I did this on said day with this guy. That's dumb as fuck. Like, not only are you killing yourself, you're killing your mans now. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think there has to be a more creative way to paint that picture. You know, even if you want to talk about what you did, make it a story. Create names.
Use different names, different
like Ghostface did it with Clyde Smith. Biggie did it. He created the whole Frank White persona, right? That's why he was able to tell stories so crazy, because now he's Frank White. You know what I'm saying? Like, it was okay. It was like, nah, that wasn't me. It was Frank White. He's a character from fucking movie, King of New York. You never seen it? like, you know what I mean? I'm rapping about that motherfucker. You know what I'm saying?
Nas with the Esco shit.
Yeah. Nas with the Esco shit. You know, fucking even Rick Ross. We all know Rick Ross is a persona. It's a real person.
I know.
You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, man.
Every time his name come up, I gotta say this story. Funniest shit that ever happened to me throughout this music shit. The real Rick Ross, like Freeway, tried to sign an artist I was managing when I was 18. I'm thinking the whole time that it's gonna be Rick Ross, go in the Zoom call and it's fucking Freeway Ricky on the phone. I'm like,
wow.
What the fuck?
What happened with that?
He was trying to give a $10K deal.
Oh, it wasn't a real deal.
He was trying to give a $10K deal, bro.
Oh,
but
okay.
That whole persona shit, and the way you were saying fucking about shit creatively, people just straight up be like, I shot this person. Back then, it would have been some intricate ass sentence. The way we're talking about, you got to go listen to it like 3 or 4 times. Oh, that's what they meant by that shit.
Right. You would have had to know somebody that knew somebody that knew something about it to put it together type shit.
Motherfuckers just be oblivious to the fact that all this shit could just be taken from you in a second. Because also on top of that, now with the whole social media shit, motherfuckers will just post it on their story. Like, motherfuckers tried to spin on me.
Right.
I thought they could do this shit. And then it's deleted 15 minutes later, and you're like, wait a second. What? And then you hear like 2 weeks later, they get locked up, and you're like, bro.
So you got to think about it like this in this respect, right? So I'll be 34 next month, right? The closest brother to me in age just turned 49 this year.
Damn.
And he's from a whole nother era. You know, when he was, 20 years old, I was a little boy. You know what I'm saying? I was 5. You know what I'm saying? I was 5 when he was 20. So I had him to guide me through a lot of bullshit. And he would hear some of my early music where I was literally telling on myself. And he'd be like, yo, Chuck, it's supposed to be a secret. And then that's what changed it for me. You know what I'm saying? He was like, and I think the difference is with young guys, they forget that it's not supposed to be cool. It's just your life. But with young niggas, they just want to be it so bad that they forget that why'd you even do what you did? You know what I'm saying? It's an acceptance thing, bro, in the hood. Like that's the reality of it. People don't want to admit it, but that's the reality of it. I come from a good family, bro. I had to do half of the shit that I did.
I saw you talking about that in the Cal review, bro.
I come from a good family, bro. I got an uncle who's a pastor. Like, you know what I'm saying? I could have fucked up a million times and still been straight. You see what I'm saying? Yeah. I didn't have to do half of the shit that I did. I just did it because of proximity.
That's how it is with a lot of people.
Right, but nobody's willing to say that, bro. Nobody's willing to say that. Like, if your mom was a crackhead, your dad was a pimp, all right, my nigga, I get it. You just figuring it out. You living life. You don't have good examples, nigga. I got doctors, you know what I mean, successful people twice over, 3 times over in my family. I got an uncle who drives a Rolls Royce as one of his cars. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like, business talks, business plans, business moves. It's not. Now that I'm an adult and I can be completely honest with myself, and it's been years where I can be completely honest with myself, but, you know, as a young kid growing up in the hood, you're talking to your friends who they used to watch their dad cook crack in the kitchen before they went to school with me. You see what I'm saying? Like, that's the difference. We just happen to grow up in the same neighborhood, but completely different perspectives on the spectrum. You see what I'm saying? So I think that is also a factor. It's proximity. These kids don't know any better, bro. They don't got nobody having these conversations with them that I had people to having these conversations with me. They was just like, yo, look, bro, Chuck, what the fuck, you wildin'? Charlie, this ain't it. You know what I mean? Whereas, like, I get it. You want to rap, and you're good at it. You go ahead, do it. But this shit that you're doing, this ain't the way to go.
Now motherfuckers be like, yo, just screaming in the studio.
You know what I mean?
Fuck that dude. Like, literally. Bro.
Like, I literally got into the story writing shit. Like, you know what I mean? So then that's why when I see the lack of creativity in certain artists now, it was like, you're a better rapper than me. And you don't even want to stretch your mind to do some shit. You see what I'm saying? I be disappointed in niggas.
There's a lot of wasted potential, bro.
Bro.
A lot of wasted potential.
But you know what potential means? Something you ain't did. So don't let me tell you got potential, bro. Because it's like a backhanded compliment.
Honestly, I never even thought about it like that, but you're so right saying that shit.
A mentor told me that shit when I was in the 7th grade. I'll never forget that shit. So right. Potential is something you haven't done, Charles. So don't ever let me tell you have potential. Just go out and get it done.
Like that, bro. Damn.
You know what I'm saying?
It's true as fuck, though. It is true as fuck, but there is a lot of wasted potential in the sense, bro. You got motherfuckers that got the full package. They got the image. They got the bread to do this shit. They got the fucking sound down. They got everything except for fucking just making the lyrics not first grader fucking words, bro.
Right.
Like,
I let that bitch under the limit. Like, shut up.
How you feel about Yeat? You saying that?
What?
How you feel about Yeat and that type of music?
What's Yeat?
Yeat? You don't know Yeat?
I don't know what Yeat is.
You're joking.
I'm dead ass.
Yo, Ryan, you hear this? The way you just imitated his music, all of his songs sound like that.
I was imitating the Migos, but whatever.
Bro, he be saying, blah, 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 blah. You've never heard of Yeat, bro?
Never.
This dude is like the biggest artist to come out of the past couple of years, and this motherfucker literally makes, I described it as Despicable Me music, joking around before. Yo, I said that joking around, and guess what? The newest Despicable Me movie they use his fucking music in.
That's hilarious.
Bro, you got to hear this motherfucker after. I'm surprised you never heard of him.
The word Yeat, I think about that kid dancing.
That's what he got it from. That's what he fucking got it from, bro.
Fake guns and shit, like, yeah.
That's literally what the dude got it from, bro. But this motherfucker, like, everybody listens to him, bro. He says Tonka every other word.
Tonka?
Tonka.
Like a truck? Like the toy truck?
Dude, I can't decipher. What's the other shit he was saying? There's one line, he's like, oxycodone codeine breakfast. Like, that's literally what the dude sounds like.
Oxycodone codeine breakfast.
Bro, he be saying random ass
you see,
shit,
I can't
bro.
get down with no shit like that.
You gotta listen.
I can't do it, bro.
You're gonna laugh if you hear one of the songs.
There's no way I could do it. I promise you. I cannot do it.
Bro.
Oxycodone codeine breakfast.
Some shit like that. I don't even know, bro. They all be listening to him. I don't listen to him. Producers love him because his beats are good. But
he makes beats.
No, his producers make good beats. But bro, the way he just be saying random ass shit.
You see, but that's the world that we live in. He knows that, and he capitalized off it. So good for him. Doesn't make him good, but it makes him smart. You know what I'm saying?
He is a smart ass dude, because that motherfucker came out of nowhere, bro. I never seen an artist just blow up like that, and everyone's just like, who the fuck is this Yeat dude? Who the fuck is this Yeat dude? Drops an album. All you hear is everyone listening to fucking Yeat, bro.
I could honestly say, bro, I'm so invested in this music shit out here.
Yeah, I don't be paying attention.
I really don't. I don't. Like, somebody dropped recently that I was like, oh shit. Oh, Travis Scott.
I did this. Did you listen to the full album yet?
I listened to like 3/4 of it.
I listened to literally a quarter of it.
Because I don't have time to listen to new industry music. Because for one, to me, I don't care. And two, it's taking away time from me to investing in guys out here. So, you know what I mean? So, yeah.
What's your thoughts on the whole mass scene right now?
Mass scene is flourishing, man. It's doing what it needs to do. I think people need to get out their feelings and just get to business.
Everybody says the exact same shit, and then nobody wants to do it.
But we doing it.
No, it's definitely happening.
You know, the platforms are doing it.
Definitely happening. Yeah. No.
I think people just need to start being like, again, we like back to this conversation. We all need to start being more blatantly honest with motherfuckers, bro. And there's so many different creatives out here that align with our platforms. You'll have certain people on here that I'll probably never speak to. And that's okay, because y'all relate in a way. So let's hold each other accountable and just be like, yo, bro, what do you bring to the table? What can you do to elevate the scene? Like, stop making it about you. Stop making it about Boston. Let's talk about how everybody else looks at Boston. You know how motherfuckers get in their feelings about a lot of the things that I say because they start realizing that their hood doesn't matter. And they the illest nigga in their hood.
That's cool. It's a tiny fucking microscopic speck.
But what do I say? Cool. Good for you. I still don't want to talk to you. Because it doesn't matter, bro. I'm looking at the bigger picture. I'm looking at when bigger artists come out here and they see what's going on. Am I painting an accurate picture of that? Why the fuck should I talk to you? What have you done? Nobody knows your name outside your hood, outside your borough of Boston. Fuck Boston. All right, niggas in Roxbury, fuck with me. Don't nobody in Mattapan know you. That's a problem.
I know. Like, there's not 8 other fucking however many more parts of Boston, bro.
You see what I'm saying?
Not even just Boston, the whole state. Never mind the whole state.
Bro, I got pulled over by a cop, a white cop, and he recognized me.
Really?
Yeah.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
It is crazy.
Yeah, that is fucking crazy, bro.
So, what are we doing? Let's think about it from that regard, dog. Like, thank God I don't be out here doing wild shit. The cops is recognizing me. That's a problem. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, you should strive for that. Because let's be honest, these young cops who are just becoming cops, they still like hip hop. And they might still love their city. So you don't think they're paying attention to what the fuck's going on with the local scene and things of that nature? That might get you out of a jam. Like, oh shit, that's bro. Like, yo, come on, man. Like, you know you shouldn't. I'm gonna let you go right now, type shit. You know what I'm saying? Use that shit to your advantage. Use that shit to your likeness. I don't care how you look at it, whatever the case may be. But it's like, bro, get off your ass and go do some shit. You know what I listen to on my way to work every day? What? Ambition for Cash by Key Glock. Bitch, I'm in my bag. Bitch, I just made a bag. That line when he goes, 13 years old with a shoebox stash. I'm always up to something, never sitting on my ass. That's my line right there. Like, yo, get up to something, nigga. Stop sitting on your ass. Stop being a bitch. Go do some shit. Productive, nigga, for yourself. If not for you, the people around you. Come on, man. What we doing? Like, you choose what the future brings. Let's go.
Choose it for yourself.
Let's go. You know what I mean? Like, that's what this shit's all about.
What you be thinking about all the motherfuckers that they be sitting there, they're bitching and complaining like, bro, Massachusetts don't show no love. Oh, we don't got this, we don't got that. All that shit.
Like who?
Just motherfuckers in general. You hear people bitching about it all the time. They're like, I don't get no love from my city. I don't get no love from my
They ain't
town.
doing enough. That's the short answer. You ain't doing enough.
Mad motherfuckers be like that.
If you don't get no love from your city, then that means then you didn't put yourself in a position to get love from your city. You know, one thing that did upset me the other day, I did see Neems tweet some shit about DJs. And shout out to Neems. She's doing her thing. She's incredible. I love her music. But, you know, she said some shit like DJs don't be playing local artists in clubs. And I don't know where Neems is from. I don't know if you know anything about her.
No, I don't really know too much.
I love her music. I love her visuals. Shout out Rico. Rico did a lot of her visuals.
Shout out Rico.
But that crying out for action shit is dead. You know, especially when there's a lot of dope DJs out here who do play local artists in the club. You got Real P. You know, when Papa Don could be in the city to do some club shit, he's doing that. You know, you got a slew of other DJs, bro, that I'm drawing blanks about right now. A slew of other DJs that do that. And I think sometimes people forget about shaking hands and kissing babies. That's what it calls for. And also, Neems also makes kind of like alternative music. It's not really hip hop. It can be top 40. I truly believe it can be. But for you to get that type of music into the hands of the guys who are typically spitting hip hop and R&B, you have to literally get it in the hands of the guys who are typically spinning hip hop and R&B, because they're not gonna look for shit like that locally. You know what I mean? So I don't want to hear the complaining. Complaining's dead, especially when you're as dope as Neems, man. Because Neems is so fire that I didn't expect to see that from her. You know what I mean? Like, I didn't expect to see that from her. So it kind of disappointed me where it was just more like, you get so many looks because of your genre. You know what I mean? Because of your sound. You should maybe sit back and think how rappers feel, nigga. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, nigga, these local rappers is drowning, nigga, in comparison to you. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, the complaining should die. If you feel like you need to complain, go create some more. Or go create a business plan.
People be lacking plans all the fucking time, bro. The same way you were just talking about getting in the hands of people. Motherfuckers will complain about certain shit, and they literally haven't reached out to anyone and just think that they're going to just get discovered out of nowhere type shit.
It doesn't work like that. I know we're a small city, and proximity is everything. But because proximity is everything, you got to remember what kind of circle you're in. If you're not in those hip-hop circles, guess what? Those niggas don't give a fuck about you. Straight up. If you're not in those pop circles, you know what I'm saying? Vice versa. It doesn't matter what it is, bro. Place yourself where you feel like you need to be. If you were able to succeed at one thing, then you can succeed at everything. That's the whole concept of choose what the future brings. If you could be good at one thing, guess what? It just takes a little tweaking of habits. Because I truly believe once you're good at something, you're good at everything. You just have to tweak that focus. You know what I mean? Because a genius is only a genius based on who's around him.
That is true.
Straight out. You got the dumbest niggas in the room. Yo, this nigga's a genius. Of course he's a genius. Nigga, you niggas are stupid. But then now you got to stretch yourself when you got other geniuses around you. And not self-proclaimed geniuses. You got ordained geniuses around you. And now you're like, oh shit, this nigga's a genius too? Let's see what he's a genius about. I might like his genius. Pause. I don't know why I need to pause that, but I feel like I needed to pause that. You know what I mean? Type shit. So yeah, man. I mean, like, there's always a way to go about things the right way.
Speaking of going things the right way, or going about things the right way, what would you say in your whole career throughout this music shit, fucking when you were an artist and having a platform, what would you say your biggest mistake along the way was? If there was something you could go back, you wish you could undo it, but at the same time, it kind of made you in a way type shit. Like it was something you needed to fuck up
on. Honestly, bro, I don't regret nothing, man. I really don't. Like, I feel like everything that I've done thus far was supposed to happen exactly the way that it's happened. Like, you know, I do believe that putting trust into certain people at certain times is detrimental to growth, but you also have to look at who you are. And I trust me more than I trust anybody on earth, my nigga. Like, I'll get myself out of any bind. So I don't regret shit, bro. Like, I really don't. Like, you know, the rap shit, yeah, I could have went harder. But, like, honestly, if, say I did go harder and I did become, you know, aligned with the Millies and all of those guys, I wouldn't be here sitting with you on this level. And I actually like this way more than being a fucking artist, bro. Because there's no expectation. The only expectation is to keep creating. Like, artists, like, when you're an artist, the weight on your shoulders is tough, bro. Yeah. Like, it's tough. You know why it's dope about podcasting? I can have a whack-ass episode right now. It doesn't matter, because next week I'm dropping another one. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's why I be on. And we've had whack episodes. I know that. I know that because I felt it.
When you get that good one, you're like.
So it's like, I'm just not going to talk about that one. Let's just move on. Yeah. We get to start over every week, whereas artists can't do that. So in the grand scope of things, bro, if podcasting started earlier, I probably would have gravitated to this shit way earlier, man. Damn. Yeah. And I think about, like, the early podcasts, like BNF. BNF started in 2016. I don't know if you know that.
I didn't even know that it started that long.
It was 3 guys. Damn. And D-Mall was one of them. They started in 2016.
I don't even know they started that long ago.
And I remember being one of their first, like, supporters. And I'm like, yo, I could do this shit. And I just never did it for whatever reason. I had other shit going on in my life, whatever. I had just became a father in 2016. You know, so I wasn't focused on shit like that. But, like, grand scope of things, I wish podcasting started earlier. Because I have conversations with my niggas all the time, bro. That's why I always had the vision of me and Cash doing it. You wanted it. Because we literally have conversations like this all the time. And I'm like, bro, what is it for us to just put some microphones on? I mean, put some headphones on with a microphone in front of us and just talk about it. It's the same shit. We do this already. We don't have to change anything about who we are. Let's just talk. And that's why, you know, for us, man, like, this is the way. Live life with no regrets. You got to learn to live with regrets, but I guess because I've grasped that concept so much that I don't have any regrets anymore.
Salute to you for finding your calling.
Thank you, brother.
Salute to you for finding your calling, dude. This is the last question, because what time is it? Yeah, I got to go to work in a second. Last question, or second to last, because I got one more after this. But this is the one you see all the reels. I'm tired of fucking asking it in the same way. I don't know if you guys got any questions you ask in the same way every time, and it just comes across as corny in a way. But biggest piece of advice for any artists that are just starting out, second one after, I want you to answer for artists first. Any artists that are starting out right now, I want you to give them a piece of advice on something that they absolutely should do and focus on, and something that they absolutely should not focus on?
Absolutely focus on your story. I feel like a lot of people make music just to make music, and I get it. I made a lot of impersonal tracks when I used to rap, but you always gotta go back to the songs that make you you, and the songs that help people identify with you. Because I don't know if you watch our Red Cups and Ratings segment, a lot of the times we say, like, I don't know his story. I can't grasp a story from what I'm hearing right now. It's a lot of good tracks. They sound clean. But what makes people connect to you? Don't forget that, because there's consumers on the other side. Like, what you think might sound fun and in the moment is cool, but then what? You know what I mean? That's how people create cool followings, is doing the shit that sets them apart from everybody else. Tell your story and tell that shit vividly. That shit's gonna pay you, I promise. And the second part was for any media?
No, second one was something that artists should absolutely not focus on.
Money. You're not a real artist if you're focusing on money. Real shit.
That's a valid ass point.
You're not. It's being, like, the whole term artist is you're creating art. Artists don't think about money. In fact, artists create minimalistic lives just to be artists, like true artists. So if you can scratch that whole idea of being rich early and just create, then you'll be fine. If you can figure out a way to make a lot of money at the same time and create, go for it. But stop thinking that rap is going to save you or music is going to save you, because it's not. You're going to save you. Straight up. Like that.
I don't think anyone said that one before. Anyone said that one before. Valid as fuck, though. Valid as
real shit.
For anybody trying to start a platform, though, what would you say for them to do and what not to do?
Don't try to be something you're not. Don't try to place yourself into something that you're not. And stay in your fucking lane. Like, straight up. Stay in your fucking lane. Just don't place yourselves in situations that you're not going to be able to handle. Starting a platform is all about authenticity and consistency, in my opinion. Be authentic and be consistent. If you're authentic, you might be the bitch, what's her name, Bobby Althoff.
Shit is so weird, bro.
It's weird, but that's her thing.
Yeah.
And it's working for her. And she's consistently coming with big name artists or big name guests. Do that shit. I'm not saying you're going to be Bobby Althoff, because, you know, she started on TikTok and blah, blah, blah. She had millions of followers on TikTok before she did this podcast shit. Yeah. So that's a different thing. But she's also an industry plant.
She has to be, bro.
No, her dad is, like, connected with mad industry people and shit. He's like a builder for, like, construction.
I saw that when she was talking about fucking on the Drake one. She was
I did a little digging. Like, he knows people. So she just had to make herself relevant enough for him to push her into it. But either way, just be authentic, man. Just be authentic. And don't hold back, man. Like, don't hold back. Like, don't like censor yourself for what you think you may look like. As long as you're not out here disrespecting nobody, call shit for what it is. If they take it as disrespect, that's another thing. But be authentically you. That's it.
That's a perfect end note, considering who you are.
You know what I'm saying?
Considering the way you are, that's a perfect fucking end note. Actually, no, one more. Fucking, I've been asking 2023, but 2023 is damn near fucking over. Just whole next year, CW, you got anything big planned or anything you want people knowing, and just overall goals with what you want CW to be.
Choose what the future brings. I don't like to talk about my next moves. I just like to surprise niggas on dogs.
Shh, leave it at that then. Shit.
Yeah. Choose what the future brings. That's it.
Bro. Shit. Well, bro, I appreciate you fucking coming on the show. This is a good episode. And I got to say right now, too, for the record, like I said, this dude, I felt some type of way about shit he said. I got over it. I'm not sitting here bitching about it still. And I got to say, bro, because I always preach this. I don't give a fuck what no internet shit is. I'm not judging somebody until I sit down and meet with them. Right. My whole perspective of you the whole time is this dude is just misunderstood as fuck, and he is just himself. He's an unfiltered ass dude. That sitting down with him, talking to him off camera, that's exactly what you fucking are, bro. So fuck all that controversy shit. Fuck. I mean, people could have their opinions, but that petition.
You can't cancel us, you pussies. Flip flop, New England, suck my dick. Nigga, who the fuck are they anyway? Bro. Fuck out of here. Anyway.
Yeah. But, bro, I appreciate you coming on. Tag yourself in CW, too, so people watching this.
Charlie, that's Charlie.Masheen, that's Masheen on Instagram, and CWTFB, that's CWTFB radio on everything. We say CW, y'all say CWTFB radio. That's on everything. And it's love, man. We love y'all. I say this every episode. We love y'all, man. I truly love y'all. Everybody who taps in with us, I dead ass love y'all, man. For you give me a minute of your fucking time, man, like that's everything to us. So keep tapping in with us. We're going to keep getting bigger, stronger, faster, and all of that, man. You know that.
Bro, appreciate you coming on the show, dog.
Absolutely, bro. Thanks for having me, bro.
Of course, bro.
This was fun,
bro.
man.
No, it's good. I'm happy, too, not happy that controversy happened, but I'm happy you got to talk about it so quickly.
Word. In real time. Breaking news.
Oh, God. Literally text me breaking news, bro.
And I'm glad you ain't a Saxon.
Bro. Yeah, cool. Bro. Purple World, episode 72. Oh, thank you guys for watching. I almost forgot that part. I hate the corny shit. Thank y'all for watching. Made it this far. Smash the fucking like button. I'm going to say it again. I said it the past 2 podcasts. If you motherfuckers made it this far, I'm going to cash app you a fucking $1 if you could prove it to me. You watch this whole video and you fucking smash that like button. So, yeah. Episode 72 or 73. Fuck. We'll see you guys next week. I hope I didn't say that.
You play the victim. I was flipping chicken for that dinner. I was flipping turkeys like Thanksgiving. Glad Neve came home for that sitting.